Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Backyard Builds. I'm here with my buddy David James and his 1991 240SX. So David, man, tell me a little bit about this car. When did you get it and why did you get it?
I've had it about 3 or 4 months. When I got it, it was stock red and blue in some spots. Had the car refinished, redone it with new wheels and tires. Basically, I've always wanted a black car, something murdered out, so that's what I'm going for.
Well, you've definitely achieved the look for sure. I'm digging the black on black wheels, the black paint. It's killer. I'm really digging it, man. So tell me about the stance, because this thing is sitting mean.
Honestly, when I got the car off the guy I purchased it from, I basically went by what he had. Different wheels, same tires, everything like that. I really didn't have to work on that at all.
Well, that's awesome. It definitely suits the car for sure. So what about the engine?
The engine is a 1UZFE Lexus out of an LS400. I believe the model of the engine is a 91 to a 93, somewhere around in that era. It pushes out between 250, but no more than like 275 horsepower for the wheel.
That's killer. I guarantee that this has a lot more torque than like the standard 240 would.
I'm guessing. I mean, I have no idea. This is the first 240 I've ever owned, and the disc being welded actually adds to the fun of that too.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah, I'd say this thing is probably very easy to get sideways in. So what about the interior, man? What all things have you done to the interior?
Just reupholstered the seats. Basically, the only thing I've changed is this steering wheel, added a cup holder, and put a STI shift knob in there because I'm real picky about my shift knobs.
Now, one thing I noticed about this car that I'm sure some of you keen 240 guys noticed, it has door panels. And that's really hard to find on these models. You know, a lot of people want to automatically gut these things, turn them into drift missiles, drag cars, you name it. But this one actually has a really nice interior, and I'm really digging that.
Yeah, it's got a uncracked dash. It's actually one of the models that I've ever seen that has leather on the seats. Everything else is cloth. So that's kind of why I redone the seats and kept the leather in there, because that's kind of rare for these cars.
That is killer. Well, man, so tell me, like, what are your plans with this car? Is this your daily? Is this just a fun project? What do you plan on doing with it?
It's just a fun project, something to get out on the weekend. With the job I have, I can't really get out and go to swarping around in it too much because I have to have my license working for the city and everything like that around town. So I don't really sling it sideways or anything like that, and it don't look as pretty as it does when it's wrapped around a tree.
No, that's true. They definitely don't. Hey, all right, so one of the things I was noticing was the sound system. So go ahead and run me through what that is.
I've done Sony head unit. It was the high power output. It's the 100x4, but still, I've got it all run to SoundStream 1600 watts, so it probably puts out maybe 300 or 400 RMS, but it's all JBL speakers inside and out, so it sounds really good. It's definitely, when you got it turned up, it's over the exhaust inside the car, so that really helps when you're jamming out the 80s and 90s rock.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's something else too. I noticed the exhaust there. Go ahead and tell me what kind of exhaust system you have on this.
Well, it was I think it's 3-inch from the headers back, and then all I have was a strut muffler just extending out the back of the bumper to give it that import look.
Yeah, all right, so I already know what you guys are waiting for, so I'm gonna go ahead and cue the audio clip right here. really appreciate you coming out. This has been an awesome treat getting to see this car. And you know, anytime you make any modifications to this thing, let me know, because we can always do another episode of it. So
Sure will.
awesome. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and cut on to some more footage of this beautiful car rolling around. That way you guys can see what it looks like in motion.
Got him!
See if I can get this one to work, because this is old. This is an old one. It's temperamental. It don't always want to work for me. I checked it right before I left the house and it was working. And now it's not wanting to. I totally forgot that this thing was out here. Yeah, it's been recording for 43 minutes.